We encourage the mobilization of fund and commitment.
Hope on the way for more than 20 million Nigerians suffering from eye challenges as federal government partners to float visual care program.
Plan for the economy is economic growth, job creation, access to capital, particularly consumer credit that makes goods affordable to the average Nigerian.
Government set to ramp up revenue, prioritizes investments for inclusive growth.
The United Nations Office for Counter-Terrorism serving to disseminate our experience is welcome.
Plus, United Nations commends Nigeria's fight against terrorism. Hello and welcome to the Network News on NTA this rainy Friday. Joining me from Lagos is Adiola Komiakere. I'm Naja'atu Tijani. The Network News is also being streamed live on our website, nta.ng/live. You can watch the replay on our YouTube channel and also follow all our social media handles displayed on the screen for regular updates. There is renewed hope for the majority of an estimated 24 million people with vision impairment as the federal government is finalizing plans with international partners to float a national vision care program in the country. President Bola Tinubu, who received partners Peak Vision at the State House, promised support for the program. State House correspondent Musbau Nanwahab has details.
As a child, I was failing at school. And I was told I was clumsy, I was told I was lazy, I was told I didn't pay attention. And at the age of 12, I was taken for an eye test and found to have very poor eyesight. When they first put on the pair of glasses, they were shocked at how poor my sight was. I was shocked. I could see leaves for the first time on trees. My life completely changed. 2 weeks later, I received my first pair of free glasses on the National Health Service. I saw stars clearly for the first time. My grades all improved, and the trajectory of my life completely changed.
What he calls a cheap intervention gave him a costly opportunity to regain his sight. Professor Basiros had a second chance not only for his sight, but also the vision to unlock his potential.
Some parents might not pay attention to your story, but I do, and I am touched.
It is a meeting of two visionaries with track records in vision care. Thousands of people benefited from the Jigi Bola an eye care program he initiated 22 years ago as Lagos State Governor. President Tinubu is now ready to support this project on a national scale.
I am in support. I will encourage the mobilization of fund and commitment to see this through, to reach our vulnerable and the children in our schools.
There is a share of a renewed hope in sight to improve the sight of 90% of those 24 million Nigerians with vision loss and about 1.3 million more with total blindness.
And ultimately the hope is that for children like me, whose opportunities change dramatically, all of the children in Nigeria will have their best opportunity to learn. For all of those who are in the working generation, that they have the best opportunity to earn and provide, and for those in their older age to be well and thrive as they get older. And so we believe if the health budget, if only 1% of it was towards eye health, we could eliminate avoidable blindness in Nigeria within a decade.
It is almost a sealed arrangement with a policy document to incorporate the program now in place.
The vision is to make eye care available, accessible, affordable to every Nigerian so that their potential is not, no one should have their potential minimized because they don't have access to interventions that can be delivered to them. And the President is very committed to improve the welfare of Nigerians today, but also the future of this country, our young ones, women, and also who are vulnerable and marginal in society.
The National Eye Health Program under the Ministry of Health is now expected to work out the pilot program, which is built to commence just this year. From the State House, Musbau and Wahab, NT News.
Still on health, the federal government has resolved to encourage and improve funding for local research of new drugs and vaccines in line with the renewed hope agenda on health. Coordinating Minister of Health, Professor Muhammad Ali Pate, said this at an event to mark the 2023 African Traditional Medicine Week in Abuja. Basi Itaikpan reports.
In recognition of the significance of African traditional medicine and its integral role in enhancing health and well-being across the African continent, experts stressed the need for improved funding and research. They noted this is to leverage the contribution of traditional medicine in the growth of the health sector.
Our approach to optimizing the strength of our traditional medicine and the use of innovation to optimize the contribution of traditional medicine to universal health coverage.
But for today, the traditional medicine has gone to a certain level whereby even the WHO has recognized that 85 to 90% of the world population today depend on traditional medicine.
African traditional medicine, deeply intertwined with indigenous herbalism and rooted in the tapestry of African spirituality and culture, stand as a beacon of accessibility, affordability, and trust for millions across our continent.
This year's theme, the contribution of traditional medicine to holistic health and well-being for all, took the center stage at inaugural 2023 WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit held in India. The forum activated political commitments and evidence-based action on traditional medicine as a first port of call for millions of people worldwide to address their health needs. Basi Taipan, NTA News.
Away from health, President Bola Tinubu has tasked the United Nations to be more practical in supporting Nigeria in the fight against terrorism in view of the rippling effect on global peace, displacement of people and rising poverty. During an audience with the Under-Secretary General of the United Nations Office on Counter-Terrorism, Vladimir Voronkov, at the State House, President Tinubu noted that terrorism had consistently reversed the gains on development, increasing instability in families and communities, and that UN cooperation in dealing with terrorism had always been inconsistent in the developing world. The president, going forward, said global peace and prosperity would demand the swift and comprehensive provision of the right answers to the challenges posed by insurgency in parts of the world which threaten universal stability. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Maitama Tugar, said he had highlighted some of the conditions promoting insurgency, like poverty and injustice, with the UN team. Mr. Voronkov told the president that the UN was planning a counter-terrorism summit in Abuja, slated for April 2024, and it would be largely driven by African nations with an African agenda. The United Nations Under-Secretary General for Counter-Terrorism, Vladimir Voronkov, has commended Nigeria's ongoing fight against terrorism in the sub-region. The visiting UN envoy gave the commendation while on a working visit to the office of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja, in Abuja. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports.
Continues to play a leading role in the fight against terrorism in the sub-region through the Multinational Joint Task Force. The counter-terrorism campaign is about to assume a new dimension. The United Nations Under-Secretary General for Counter-Terrorism is in Nigeria to forge closer ties with the military to further upskill the fight against terrorism in Nigeria and the sub-region.
We need to use this good experience of Nigeria for, the whole globe, and there are many countries which are interested to have this successful experience of fighting terrorism of Nigeria.
The idea of the United Nations Office for Counter-Terrorism serving to disseminate our experience is welcome, and we also believe that we need to share from the experience of other countries and other players in the field. so that we can improve on what we do in our country.
The Army chief also met with defense attaches and advisors from 27 countries in a view to share ideas and collectively tackle emerging challenges.
We look forward to fruitful engagement with all other countries to deny the criminal elements and dissident groups from incubating their nefarious activities abroad and bringing them home perpetuates.
Nigeria is desirous to see the impact of this collaboration. Ismail Musa, NTA News.
Still on counterinsurgency, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja, says new trends observed in the activities of terrorist elements, including kidnapping, attacks on travelers and commuters, and the use of IEDs, will be contained as troops aggressively flush out the insurgents. The Chief of Army Staff stated this while on operational visit to formations under the Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinkai to assess combat efficiency and challenges. Milkat Amalam reports.
The operational tour to headquarters of Operation Hadinkai and sector commands by the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Lagbaja, was an assessment of the security situation to strengthen the ongoing counterinsurgency operations being conducted by troops of the Joint Task Force in the Northeast. Lieutenant General Lagbaja further assured that the Army headquarters will take appropriate actions to address challenges being faced by troops in the theater of operations.
I'm back in the theater this time around for an operational visit, and I've just been briefed by the theater commander on the operational, administrative and other issues in formations and units deployed in the theater.
As part of his engagements during the visit to the headquarters of the Theater Command in Maiduguri was the inauguration of 30 units, 2-bedroom self-contained accommodation. The Chief of Army Staff is expected to move to other sectors of operation in Mongono, Northern Borno and Damaturu in Yobe State to interact with the troops and also assess the security situation in the areas. In Maiduguri, Milka Damalam, NTA News.
Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu will participate in the G20 summit holding in New Delhi, India on the 9th and 10th of September. Regardless of Nigeria not being a member of the group, President Tinubu has still been invited as one of the special guests at the event. While at the summit, the president will engage world and business leaders. The special advisor on media and publicity to the president, Ajurin Gelale, says the Nigerian leader will leverage the summit to enhance his plans of addressing issues of unemployment and also to attract foreign direct investment into the country.
Of the summit will be heavily predicated on the urgent need to attract foreign direct investment in country and to ensure that we are able to mobilize private capital from around the world toward the development of Nigeria's public infrastructure. In addition to that, we are focused on engagements that will be dealing with critical sectors of the national economy, involving steel development, involving electricity generation, transmission and distribution, involving shipyard building capacity, and involving several other industries which we know to be labor intensive to ensure that we can create as many jobs for our teeming youth population as possible.
Still on investment, the federal government has expressed readiness to support and facilitate investments which align with Nigeria's economic priorities to drive inclusive growth. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun, gave the assurance while sharing his vision on the state of the nation's economy. Nneka Oku reports that the state of revenue generation as well as the nation's oil and gas sectors also came to the fore.
The finance minister at the press briefing left no room for doubt regarding the priority placed on private investment by the federal government. He highlighted private investment as a catalyst for economic growth, job creation, and poverty reduction.
And worldwide, there are huge flows of foreign direct investment once you give investors the right conditions.
The minister also disclosed plans to strengthen tax administration and eliminate linkages in the system, in addition to ensuring effective debt management and efficiency in government expenditure.
The plan for the economy is economic growth, job creation, access to capital, particularly consumer credit that makes goods affordable to the average Nigerian.
The Group Managing Director of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, speaks on the state of the nation's oil and gas sector.
This industry can't grow except some enablers are in place. And I also confirm that Mr. President has taken significant steps to bottleneck the industry such a way that those resources can come on place.
With robust reform initiatives and a focus on strategic sectors, the government aims to drive inclusive growth and create a conducive environment for domestic and foreign investment in the country. In Abuja, Neka Uku, NTA News.
Still on economic growth and development, better days lie ahead for indigenous constructing companies and individuals through the intended efforts of Bua Cement Company, which is pledged to reduce the price of the commodity in no distant time by working with government. This was made known at the company's annual general meeting, which declared 50 kobo to shareholders from its capital of 33,864,354,060 ordinary shares for the 2022 end of business year. Abdullahi Musa Suleja reports.
Exchange of banters in an occasion is not unusual. However, this is with a difference by these shareholders coming together to know the outcome of their investment in the reported and audited year between January and December 2022. The presence of the company's chairman set the tune for the business of the day. Even though profit may be their priority in the engagement, the stakeholders are also concerned about how the end users will get the commodity at affordable rate alongside other issues to improve the services with the company.
How do we go and ensure that the price of cement is much more affordable to the general public, Mr. Chairman?
We can support the government to reduce the price of cement. And we will do that. So what it means is that you shareholders will probably should be expecting a bit less of our dividend next year, which is okay. It's a sacrifice. We need to support the government, and we will do that. I think we need to do that.
Another unique feature of the 7th annual general meeting was the approval of a female stakeholder to become the second female director in the board of directors, after the stakeholder complained of gender imbalance in the list of 9 members.
I have a lot to bring on board. I'm a stakeholder in capital markets. With that, I will be able to move the company, Bua Cement, forward.
Going forward, the general meeting ratified the re-election of directors or retirement by rotation. These are Senator Khairad Abdurazak Gwadebi, Finn Amosin, and Shehu Abubakar. Nigerians will be anxiously waiting to see how the promises and reforms from the AGM will cut down the price of Bua Cement in the country. Abdullahi Musa Suleja, NTA News.
Let's now join our business desk with Benny for more on the business circle. Over to you, Benny.
Thank you and welcome to Business. Chairman, Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform, Taiwo Oyedele, says Nigeria loses 6 trillion naira annually on tax incentives, and henceforth, incentives will be targeted, data-driven, and evidence-based to ensure the country gets its right benefits.
If we are giving away 1 naira, we need to be able to convince ourselves that the benefits we are getting is more than 1 naira. Otherwise, that is no longer an incentive for the economy, but for some individuals. If you look at our tax expenditure report over the past 3-4 years, on the average, we're giving away around 6 trillion naira per annum. That's significant. What we have not been measuring enough is the benefits we are getting from
Benchmark Brent hovered above $87 a barrel as crude prices snapped a two-week losing streak on Friday. Buoyed by expectations of tightening supplies, the Brent crude price has risen about 3% this week, while U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude has advanced by 5%. The Brent crude was up 98 cents at $87.81 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate had risen 95 cents, also about 1.1% to $84.58. At your look at markets, at the end of the last weekday of trading on the exchange, the market remains green with a total of 503.6 of 6.915 billion naira were traded. Compared with the previous trading day, today's data shows 19% decline in volume, 4% decline in turnover, and 5% decline in deals. The current market capitalization is 37 trillion naira. Transcorp Nigeria recorded the highest volume of 83.3 million traded shares, followed by Fidelity Bank 58.3 million and Access Holdings 34.5 million. Well, that is business. We take the first breather, after which Network News continues.
Our commitment is to promote the greatest good for the greatest number of our people. On principle, we shall never falter. We will get out of this turbulence. And due to the measures we have taken, Nigeria will be better equipped and able to take advantage of the future that awaits her.
You and your hair go through a lot. The heat, rain, chaos. It's a non-stop war against total breakdown. But just like you, your hair can stay strong no matter what. Mega Growth Break Free Daily Leave-In Strengthener for all hair types is infused with a unique blend of natural oils and conditioning proteins that helps protect your hair. Mega Growth Break Free, your daily defense against breakage.
Get in on the action with Betano, your exciting destination for thrilling sports betting. Enjoy an award-winning experience with amazing betting options, cash out, and missions, as well as other features. Join now and get a welcome bonus of up to 100,000 naira. Betano.ng. The game starts now.
When times are tough, we know that as a mother, one thing you should never compromise on is your family's oral health, because they deserve the best. Oral-B all-round protection. It's great value. It protects your mouth from harmful bacteria and also protects you against tooth holes and gum problems which can lead to tooth loss. It strengthens your family's teeth and gives them all-round protection. So remember, protect their future. Oral-B for healthier, stronger teeth in just 1 week.
Taste.
Are you a dealer in cars, jewelry, precious metals and stones and luxury goods? Are you into real estate, or are you an estate agent, surveyor, valuer, developer or broker? Are you into the hospitality industry, lottery business, or are you a mortgage broker, tax consultant or an accountant? Do you have a supermarket, pools betting and consulting or construction company? If you have, go and obtain your certification from the Special Control Unit Against Money Laundering, SCUMOL, and be free to do your business within the ambits of the law. SCUMOL has the responsibility to monitor, supervise, and regulate the activities of designated non-financial business and professions, DNFBPs, across the country. Please note that the SCUMOL certificate is not a guarantee of legitimacy of any business. To register, visit www.scumol.org. For collection of certificate, visit any EFCC office nearest to you. Remember, registration is free.
SCUMOL, securing Nigeria's business environment. This message is from Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC.
This is NTA Network News, and congratulations are in order. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu shares in the joy of well-deserved celebration as Vice President Kashim Shettima turns 57 on September 2nd, 2023. President Tinubu joins family, friends and associates of the former executive governor of Borno State in thanking God for the sustained grace of wisdom, character, compassion and bold leadership demonstrated by the Vice President over his years of service to Nigeria, with notable distinction in both the private and public sectors. The President also extols his undying loyalty to the nation, his steadfast resolve to improve society throughout an illustrious career, and his unusual courage in presiding over Borno State for 8 years, during which a deadly insurgency riddled large areas of the northeast. President Tinubu therefore prays for the continued well-being of the quintessential political leader and his family. Similarly, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has described Vice President Kashim Shettima as a great asset to Nigeria and a capable hand to assist President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in achieving his renewed hope mandate. This was stated while expressing warm felicitations to Vice President Shettima on the occasion of his 57th birthday. The Speaker's congratulatory message, signed by his special advisor on media and publicity, Musa Rishi, notes that young and upcoming generations of Nigerians have a lot to learn from Senator Shettima as a formidable Democrat. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu approves the appointment of Khalil Suleiman Halilu as the new Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI. By this appointment, Khalil Suleiman Halilu will serve for an initial term of 5 years in accordance with the relevant sections of the NASENI Act 2014. Mr. Halilu, 32, is expected to bring his significant experience as an innovator and technology expert to bear in this important new national assignment. The tenure of Dr. Bashir Gwandu as CEO of NASENI is hereby terminated. By the directive of the President, this appointment takes immediate effect. President Bola Tinubu has also approved the immediate replacement of the NDDC's Ondo State Representative nominee, Mr. Victor Akinjo, with a new Ondo State Representative, Honorable Otito Atikashe. The President has equally approved the immediate replacement of the NDDC's Cross River State Representative nominee, Mr. Ashi Oku Okang, with a new Cross River State Representative, Right Honorable Orok Otuk Duke. Furthermore, the immediate past Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of the NDDC, Dr. Samuel Obuku, is reappointed to a second term and will remain in acting capacity pending the Senate's confirmation of his reappointment. We are strongest when we stand together. So let us commit ourselves to a future where every woman's voice is heard, every woman's contribution valued, and every woman's dreams within reach. These are the words with which Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu charged Nigerian women in Imo State during the grand finale of this year's Imo Women August meeting. Since it started decades ago, the annual August meeting of Igbo women has evolved from being an annual convergence of Umuwanyi, a collective for women, into a potent rallying point for empowerment and development for women in southeastern part of Nigeria. It has become a veritable platform for the First Lady to reach out to the elderly and indigent widows, whom she describes as gems which society must protect and support. In the first instance, 500 indigent widows and the elderly will each get 50,000 naira cash gifts together with wrappers and food items.
Come to present today through the Renewed Hope Initiative's social investment agenda by celebrating the elderly and the widows at this event.
Imo State Governor Chioma Uzodimma says women can achieve more when they stand together and better harness their natural advantages. She therefore calls on them to be intentional about supporting each other.
So we are in a better position to lead the way for a better tomorrow. We are well placed to be the pathfinders of peace and love for one another. Let us come forward in one accord and make the difference.
The rich Igbo traditions and colors were fully on display during the meeting. 3 persons injured in the Thursday night multiple crash along Nyanya Mararaba Expressway have been discharged from the emergency ward of the Asokoro District Hospital, Abuja. Correspondent Cecilia Julius reports.
As of Thursday evening, 3 survivors of the Nyanya Mararaba Road accident were brought into the Accident and Emergency Unit of the Asokoro District Hospital as they bear various degrees of injuries and physical trauma as a result of the shock after the accident. Medical personnel were on hand to administer treatment, after which they were all discharged to go home early hours of Friday morning. Meanwhile, FRSC Corps Marshal Dauda Biu commiserates with the FRSC and family of the tow truck driver, a personnel of the Corps who died while removing the wreckage. Cecilia Julius, NTA News.
Corps Marshal Dauda Alibiu has expressed deep shock over the incident as he commiserates with the entire management and staff of the Corps over the loss of its personnel. The Corps tow truck driver, who was towing a broken-down trailer from the crash scene. In a statement by Corps Public Education Officer, Assistant Corps Marshal Bisi Kazim, investigation into the crash revealed that a total of 4 people were involved. 3 sustained different degrees of injuries, while 1 person, the Corps' tow truck driver, was killed. Only the truck and FRSC tow truck were involved. The Corps Marshal prays for the soul of the deceased to rest in peace and directs immediate evacuation of every obstruction caused as a result of the crash. The Nigeria Labour Congress has declared 2 days warning strike beginning from 5th to 6th September 2023 over unmet demands. President of the Congress, Joseph Ajero, made the declaration before newsmen after the meeting of the National Executive Council held Thursday night. The organized labor lamented the delay in the implementation of its reached agreement with government over provision of social safety nets to Nigerians, invasion of the National Secretariat of the NURTW by suspected policemen, and intimidation of workers in Imo and Abia states, as well as the aviation sector.
And the impoverishment being experienced around the country. To begin a shutdown of the operation of companies in the aviation sector that are involved in serious violation of the rights of workers in the sector to freedom of association.
Raised concerns over demolition of structures in Abuja, asking government to consider resettlement of the affected communities before embarking on such actions. Adiola is our guide in Lagos. Over to you, Adiola.
Thank you, Najat.
From the 1st of October 2023, the iconic old terminal at the Murtala Mohammed Airport will cease to offer services to passengers navigating international routes as the 45-year-old building will undergo reconstruction. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, who gave the directive in Lagos, said this will give room for full utilization of the new terminal commissioned last year. Michael Olaleye reports that crucial among decisions taken were the suspension of a national carrier project and concessions.
Constructed in 1978 to handle 200,000 passengers, the old terminal at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport no doubt has fallen short of modern demand, put at 6.5 million as at 2022. Although an alternative has long been provided, with the new terminal offering passage to specific travel routes, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development believes full utilization will only materialize once the old terminal is shut for operations. This, no doubt, will assist the new terminal to hit its peak of handling 40 million passengers per annum. But what then will be the fate of wide-bodied aircraft, which inability to access the runway has been the clog in the wheel of maximizing the new terminal?
Just like it's done in so many countries, we are going to get buses, do some emergency procurement so that we can, in an orderly manner, board passengers and disembark passengers and also bring them to arrival and take them, through departure to the aircraft. Let us get it clear, we have not ordered any closure of anywhere. We just want to use the new terminal and find a new way by which we can board passengers, and of course, passengers can disembark for processing.
While the federal government hopes to remodel the old terminal to meet global standards, the concession of some airports was also suspended alongside the Nigeria Air project. This, the minister said, is imperative to give room for auditing.
We have only suspended some things that people complain about. We must be very, very responsive to the feelings of Nigerians. Even if something is good, but is not transparent, because Nigerian people must know the processes by which you give out their commonwealth. Nobody owns all of this.
The minister also said the concentration on Lagos is to sustain its indispensable role to air transport in Nigeria, as the city alone accounts for 60% passengers traffic in the country. In Lagos, Michael Olaleye, NT News.
Aside being profit-oriented, OK Foods Limited, manufacturer of varieties of delicious cookies and snacks, is making life more meaningful for its consumers through the company's ongoing nationwide mega promo tagged 60 Millionaires in 60 Days. Diana Ajali, who was at the official prize presentation in Lagos, reports that another set of 5 Nigerians from different states who took part in the promo were presented with checks of 1 million naira each.
I want 1 million. Me? 1 million.
Mama Toyin Akiyemi there narrating how her journey to becoming a millionaire all started, courtesy of OK Foods Limited.
60 lucky people to win 1 million naira in 60 days.
One unique feature of the Pure Bliss 60 Millionaires in 60 Days promo is that it is open to all, irrespective of age, class, and occupation. So, everyone is a winner as long as you participate.
The money came at the right time. I'm so happy. I'm going to get more machines. I'm going to pay my children fees.
I tried severally. I had this try again vibe, but I just tried and I got the text that I was a winner.
Thank you. God bless you, Pure Bliss. I'm really, really grateful.
Brand manager Pure Bliss, Bukola Yusuf, speaks further on sustainability and the impact of the promo on consumers as well as the company.
We pride ourselves on being able to light up our consumers' days, and there's no better way to do that than this initiative where we are rewarding 60 consumers with 1 million naira each, and also giving out 30 million naira worth of airtime. So we will continue to lead initiatives like this.
Consumer regulatory body commended OK Foods for the laudable initiative and for keeping up to its promise.
The Pure Bliss, they've done the registration. The reward part of it, we have to monitor it to also ensure that the consumer gets what they are promised and they are not shortchanged.
To stand a chance of winning any of the available prizes, Pure Bliss lovers are to purchase any of the brand cookies promo pack from 50 grams upward and send SMS to a unique code 8011, including the location, with just 10 naira. The 3 months promo, which commenced July, is to continue till September 5th, 2023. In Lagos, Diana Ajale, NTA News.
Do not forget that you can still follow this news broadcast live on our website at nta.ng/live and on our other social media handles displayed on the screen for updates. Let's take a break. More news when we return. Do stay.
Cement is up with Win with the King promo. Now you have been offered the opportunity to win lots of fabulous prizes. On the list, MG5 executive cars, millions of naira, tricycles, LED television sets, generators, Android phones, rechargeable lamps, bags of pure cement, pure branded t-shirts, and an abundance of 200, 500, and 1,000 naira recharge cards. Buy just a bag of Boa cement. Look out for the scratch card inside. Scratch to reveal your prize. Then call the number on the scratch card to redeem your prize at any Boa Redemption Center located in the 36 states capital, or call for more information. Terms and conditions apply. Boa Cement, the king of strength.
Something new is about to hit your imagination of TV. A brand new sundial with StarTimes inbuilt technology. New TV innovation with an inbuilt decoder that connects you to both StarTimes antenna and satellite signal. StarTimes Sundial TV, you can enjoy over 300 local and international channels, 1 month StarTimes highest bouquet for free, automatic system update. More benefits, more affordable. StarTimes Sundial TV is available in all StarTimes branches and dealers countrywide. StarTimes Inside, entertainment inbuilt.
Please pay attention. It starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way. Concerns you, it kill love, it kill dreams, it land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
From humble beginnings to the extraordinary, we've witnessed incredible bonds. The rise of legends in the most challenging of times. And the most unforgettable moments that kept us at the edge of our seat. Everything up till now was just the beginning. Legends go head to head as timelines have collapsed for the ultimate showdown. Welcome to Big Brother Naija All Stars.
Proudly sponsored by Money Point, powering dreams. In association with HFM, online trading at its finest.
Oh, it's magnificent! Firing it vaguely goalwards and right in! Arrive!
But they're in no rush here. Finally, the ball into the area released, and it's brilliant!
It's Ben Davis. Oh, and Ben Davis almost apologetically turns and salutes what should be the clinching goal for Spurs.
Sportybet sponsors coverage of the English Premier League.
Thanks for staying tuned. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, this week marked its 25th year anniversary, saying 16 years of its leadership at the center stabilized Nigeria's democratic journey. Timothy Yusuf reports.
People's Democratic Party, PDP, was founded in August 1998 by members of numerous groups and organizations, including the groups known as G18 and G34. The party forged a big political platform which dominated the early years of the Fourth Republic. Its early triumphs gave it a momentum that left other parties in its wake. However, personal ambitions of the party bigwigs started a period of musical chairs of who occupies the position of national chairman. Records show that it has a tradition of forced exits for its national chairman. From 1998, the party has seen all but one of its 9 national chairmen forced out of office in controversial circumstances. From its pioneer chairs Solomon La to Barnabas Gemade, Audu Ogbe, Amadou Ali, Vincent Ogbulafo, Okwesile Nwodo, to Babanga Tuku, Prince Uche Secondus, and lately Senator Yocha Ayu, as a party. This instability and the exodus of many key party men may have reduced the party from its overwhelming dominance in recent years, but having produced 3 out of the nation's 5 presidents in the Fourth Republic, the party remains a big force in Nigeria's political terrain. The party, through its spokesperson Debo Ologunagba, said the celebration of the party's 25th anniversary is low-key for many reasons. Former Vice President and PDP presidential candidate during the last election, Atiku Abubakar, has expressed the hope that the party would bounce back fully to its winning ways in not too distant future. Timothy Yusuf, NTA News.
The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, has commended the Federal Fire Service for its proactive effort in containing fire outbreaks and other forms of disaster across the country. The minister gave the agency this past mark during a customary visit to the service headquarters, where he inspected some firefighting hardware and other equipment, expressing satisfaction with the agency's response to distress calls and emergency situations, and promising to carry out assessments to improve operations.
And your sacrifices are too integral to be infinitesimal. We are proud of your service. We are grateful for what you are doing. We are indebted for your service. The President has given a marching order. He's a man that will not take an excuse. He's not going to accept excuses. So I plead with you on this journey of resuscitation, on this journey of renewed hope, partner with us. Let's work together. Let's show what the Nigerian spirit is about.
As a service, I would like to pledge our unalloyed loyalty to your office and work together to achieve your set out promises to Nigeria, particularly in the area of fire and other related emergencies.
The Comptroller General appreciated the visit and pledged to keep training personnel in line with global best practices. It's time now for more messages. Do stay tuned.
It was like a decent fashion designer only gets home at midnight. Midweight.
Man like Osimhen, Papa just the chop Italian league like Oha.
These are real housewives of Abuja. Those women are fire. What does OJ say again? A relationship with money is Alhamdulillah.
Because they wear uniform, you want to treat people anyhow. Imagine this officer, I will clear out one lie. Don't cost. Bruh, come on there. Things no matter. The biggest dragon for Westeros, now small picking face Sam, climb down, right arm like Formula 1. Here, catch me.
He found the gold and asked her for just shaking me piece of the pie, and she killed him for it.
Obini, fair women, no.
No one tells a story like we do. Showmax, Africa's original streaming service.
The Mariam Babangida National Center for Women Development, Abuja, is organizing a weekend training program in information and communication technology to allow civil servants, housewives, entrepreneurs, and many others interested in being equipped with ICT skills needed in the digital age. The courses include Microsoft Office productivity packages, data analysis, project management, multimedia technology, computer coding, computer network administration. For registration, contact 08035142552 or 08030590779 or 08052111810. Mariam Babangida, National Center for Women Development, Abuja, announcer.
It's rather wayward from Udukai. He's played his team into trouble. It's Chavanchara! Only the goalkeeper to beat! Leroy Sané is just that. Here, it's Nkumu. He's away! Nathan Nkumu! Is this the moment? The captain of England scores his first goal!
SportyBet sponsors coverage of the German Bundesliga.
With everybody for you.
Say hello to GoTV's newest package. GoTV Super Plus has all the great channels you love on GoTV Super. Plus, big-time international and kids channels the whole family will love. Plus, plenty of live Premier League action on Super Sports Premier League channel. It's the package you asked for and we listen. GoTV Super Plus, available from 1 August. GoTV, love it.
SportyBet sponsors coverage of the Italian Serie A.
You're just in time for Sports Update with Gift George.
The finals of the 2023 Lagos International Badminton Classics comes up Saturday at the Molade Okoya Thomas Indoor Sports Hall of the Teslim Balogun Stadium, Lagos, with the finals in the men and women categories. About 108 players from 35 countries featured at the week-long tournament, which creates opportunity for players to garner ranking points. In athletics, three-time World Athletics Championship medalist Nigeria's Ese Brume continues her build-up ahead of Saturday's Diamond League China meet. 7th place Brume needs more points to seal her place in the final. Minister of Sports Development John Eno has reiterated the importance of maintenance culture as some of the country's national assets are undergoing repairs. The minister, who went on an inspection tour of the facilities at the National Stadium Lagos, expressed gladness that the concessioning of the National Stadium has gone far. The other jobs that were taken by the philanthropists, they've all been completed. This tartan drag is completed.
Yes, sir.
The scoreboard is working.
Yes, sir.
The pitch is complete.
Yes.
In motorsports, Lagos will be agog as African athletes are set to vie for honors and laurels as the 2023 4Q Nigeria Premier Auto Sports beckons on all. With preliminaries in Ghana and Benin Republic, winners will be invited to Lagos for the grand finale, which also serves as an awareness for the sports.
Fashion events have sort of improved the GDP of the fashion industry, of the country, through the fashion industry. We are pushing to do the same thing.
It almost feels like it's an event that is not happening in Nigeria. So basically, it tells you that we are putting Nigeria on the global map. So it's something that people should look forward to every year.
In the English Premier League, Matchday 4 action takes center stage this weekend as Sheffield United takes on Everton, tabletop as Manchester City entertain Fulham, Brentford faces Bournemouth, while Chelsea plays host to Nottingham Forest. With Sports Update, Gift George, NTA News.
It's been a rainy Friday. Should we expect the same on Saturday? Let's find out.
We have a slow-moving system that gave thunderstorms to parts of the northeast, and it's expected to linger into Saturday morning and give thunderstorms across the northwestern region, including parts of Adamawa, Taraba, parts of Plateau, Nasarawa, FCT, Niger, and Benue. Morning rains are expected to affect parts of Edo, Ondo, Ogun, Enugu, and Abia, as well as parts of the coastal cities. By afternoon, we have better prospects as widespread thunderstorms are expected across most parts of the country. And that's where we conclude the weather forecast. See you again.
It will rain on. Seems we should brace for rain on Saturday. On that note, we conclude the network news on NTA. Thanks for watching.